Hey everyone,
Sweet.
this is John from Chaotic Commander, and today we have an assortment of amazing guests tonight. But before we introduce the guests, let me introduce my deck. Today I am playing a new dragon deck that I built sort of quickly. So I've got Ganax Astral Hunter and Acolyte of Bahamut. I want to get out a bunch of scary dragons and create treasure to get out more dragons, and we'll see if dragons are good enough to just crush everything in the air. It's like double strike, draw. It'll be interesting to see how it works. But that's my deck. Let's introduce our first guest. We have Steel City Brad.
Well, hi everybody. I am Brad. You can find me at Steel City Brad online. Seated in the seat below me is Steph, who has dropped our links in the chat. If you want to know where to find us, that's where you can find us. We mostly hang out on social media, talk about magic and other tangentially related nerd things. And we also tend to spend a lot of time on Twitch, hanging out with nice people like John and Ashley who like to play magic with us on the internet. That's really the extent of the content that we make.
We don't make content. we participate in the content of others.
There you go.
But if you would like to know where we're going to be, Steph posts our schedule on her Twitter. So if you want to know where we'll be, that's the best place to find out. Otherwise, you can just roll the dice on a Twitch Commander stream and maybe we'll be there. Yeah, tonight I am playing Rexiel the Risen Deep, where John is summoning big scary monsters to go high. I am summoning big scary monsters that go low. So this is a Dimir Sea Monsters deck with an equipment sub-theme. So you'll see lots of Sword of X and Y's going on, carried by large octopuses that will hopefully be very challenging to block.
Okay, all right. Next up, do you have anything you'd like to add, Steph?
Of course I do. Yeah, so hi everybody, I'm Steph. Brad said where you can find us and what we do or do not do on the internet. Another thing that we do is we go to in-person magic events. Yeah, tonight I am playing Bruce, Tarl, and Timna, the quintessential goblin commanders. Just kidding, but that's what they are because I really like Khans of Tarkir goblins. So while John and Brad are going to be summoning big and scary monsters, I will be summoning monsters that are neither big nor scary. They are small, but they are many. And so we will have lots and lots and lots of goblins, hopefully. And I tried to focus this deck on like ETB synergy, so the goblins that enter the battlefield and do stuff. There's some generically good goblins in here too, but we want to impact tremors and I don't know. There's goblins that enter and deal damage equal to the number of goblins to like a player or a creature or something. Things that ETB and do cool things. So I tried to have blinky things and all that. So we tried to flavor it so that it's a little bit more of a mid-range deck instead of an aggro deck. So we will see how that turns out.
Awesome. Well, I am excited to see it. But last and definitely not least, we have Ashley.
Yes, but semi-mediocre. No. I'm Ashley on the MTG channel for YouTube. Twitch got a makeover, so it's like Ashes to Ashley now. So if you get confused, all of you in the future, that's me. I am rocking some Naya Dinosaurs today with Watley, Poet of Unity, which is pretty fun because they're kind of like a weird commander where they flip into a saga. And then after this saga is done, it goes back to the command zone where I have to recast them. So little there breakdown of the mechanic. But yeah, basically I just want to get dinos and go bonk. So it sounds like we have a bit of an aggro table today.
We'll see. I haven't played this deck yet, so I don't know. No, I'm not saying it's going to be aggro or anything. But we've already resolved mulligans, and we have determined who gets to go first. And Ashley got a nat 20. But before we start the game, do you have links you want to throw in the chat or anything? All right.
Internet, you can find me later.
Okay. All right. Well, take us away.
All right. I'll put my commander back in the old command zone. Shell draw for turn. I'll put in this Jetmir's Garden. That's a little shiny. Sorry. And pass.
Never apologize for shiny cards.
Draw. just play a forest, and I will pass.
I will play a command tower that is shiny, and I won't apologize for
There
it,
you
and
go.
I'll pass.
There you
Heck
go.
yeah.
I was wrong. I will play a tapped Haunted Ridge, and I will pass the turn.
Look at
All
that.
right.
All
Nice.
these map lands.
Nice fair turn one.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on theme with that. I'll put in a tapped Cinder Glade and pass.
Okay, I'll draw. I will put in a mountain, and I will tap 2. I'll go out and get out my background, Acolyte of Bahamut, and I will pass.
Noise.
We'll draw. Oh, I wish I drew that last one. That's okay. Here's an island, and I am going to cast a Dowsing Dagger. When Dowsing Dagger enters, target opponent creates 2/0/2 green plant creature tokens with Defender. And the reason I have decided to give them to Steph is that her deck is not green. And that's a very solid reason to do that.
Nice.
But
I
the
I see.
It's +2/+1, and whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, I transform Dowsing Dagger into a land that taps for 3 mana. So, I don't know. Maybe don't let that happen. I will pass
The
You
2/0/1
did it
plants.
for the art.
with
That's
Defender.
why.
Mm.
Look at that art.
Oh yes, very pretty flowers.
No, we try. We try. We work really hard.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I will tap and draw. Okay. I will play a Spectator Seating, and I will pay 2 to cast the Munitions Expert. Munitions Expert has Flash, but we're not going to do that here. When it enters the battlefield, I can have it deal damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of goblins I control. I'm not going to do that. There aren't any creatures or planeswalkers I would like to deal damage to right now. Unless what you have on the board right there, that's a background, right, John?
Yeah, it's just my Acolyte of Bahamut. It's a background.
Yeah, we're not dealing damage to that. I'm going to pass the turn.
The plants are 0/2s, by the way.
Untap
They're
her.
0/2s.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Even better.
And do
Better.
kind of an exotic play and put in this
Ooh.
exotic orchard.
Mm.
I know. I will go ahead and pay 3 to put in my Commander Watley. And on ETB, I shall fetch up a basic forest. That's what will go into my hand.
Okay.
Sorry, shuffling fast.
Okay.
I feel like 90% of Commander is shuffling,
Yeah.
especially in green. Alright. Wow. The hand, you say. And I'll move to end step, where I will discard this Plainsy Poo and pass.
I will untap and draw. Okay, I'm gonna play a forest. And I'm gonna tap 3 for a Dragon's Horde. And I will pass.
It's like a weird card draw thing, yeah?
It's also a
Or
mana
no?
rock. But yeah, when I cast Dragon ETBs, I put a gold counter. I could tap it, remove a gold counter, draw a card, or I could tap it to add a mana of any color.
Mm,
Yeah, so
Like
it's
it.
more like a mana rock.
it's pretty versatile.
Nice.
I will play another island, and then I'm going to keep the equipment train rolling with my Vorpal Sword.
Fun.
Snap.
Pass the turn.
And I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Vault of Champions, and then I will pay 3
Ooh.
to cast the War Leader's Call. This is Impact Tremors, but better. So my creatures I control get +1/+1, and it has detected impact tremors.
Nice.
I will.
Okay.
I go to combat? I think I do. We don't want to leave damage on the board in a goblin deck. Brad, you're naked and you have a lose the game card on your board. So I would like to that'll take 2. Take 1 or 2. I'm sorry.
I will take 2.
Oh goodness.
I will pass the turn.
Dapperoo. Wow. I'm gonna play this cute little forest that you can't see because my face is blocking it. Ciao.
Nice.
Alright. And then I'm gonna pay 3 to put in Tranquil Frillback on ETB. I can pay green to either destroy a target artifact or enchantment, exile target player's graveyard or gain 4 life. And is War Leaders called to each player?
War Leaders call is to each player.
Okay, I'll blow that up by paying green.
That is reasonable.
Nice. Nice.
It is a very good card.
It's pretty. And then, oh goodness. In the spirit of us all being afraid of Brad, I'll swing Watley for 2 damage at you.
Ow.
Two
I'll take two.
commander. Nice.
And I'll pass from there.
Alrighty.
Thanks for the defending plants, Brad.
Untap
Welcome.
and draw.
Although I admit I liked them better when they had +1 power.
I'll play a
It's
It's
mountain.
not my fault though.
No, it's not.
I will go ahead and I will cast Ganax Astral Hunter. If that's fine, when it ETBs, I get a treasure token.
Yeah.
And that will be... I don't think I have any 3 drops in my hand. No, that'll be my turn. Treasure.
All right.
Goblins are good at a lot of things, but flying is not one of them, so this is going to be an interesting
I
problem.
know, surprisingly, have very few flyers. At
Yeah,
least in
no,
this deck.
flying.
Me too.
Not a lot of flying goblins over there, Watley.
I don't have a lot of...
Yeah.
I have like 2.
Alpha in there, the flapping, double slapping, no napping.
Oh no, I didn't have that.
No, it's a Alpha.
Alright.
I just have a Kinjali Sunbeam.
We have swamps.
Yep.
Hmm?
I'm helping.
Thanks,
Oh.
Brad.
Work.
Oh, great.
Great.
Great. So,
I'll play the Sword of Light and Shadow.
okay.
We're just gonna keep slamming equipment on the table, and maybe one of these days we'll have something to equip.
Something to pick them up.
Right.
You should try having plant tokens. I hear they're good at that.
I know. I wish this card gave me plant tokens.
Yeah.
Of course, they can't attack, so it doesn't really do me much good anyway. But
It is a difficult existence that you lead.
I know.
I will draw. I will play a mountain. I will play for goblin that doesn't have ETBs, but it makes a lot of goblins enter. So Krenko, my boss.
Oh,
There
nice.
it is.
Nice.
I will. Yeah. Brad, you're still open there, and I gotta punish you for it. So 1.
I'll take one.
How bad. I'm not blocking with it. I should be attacking with it. Hey, you can
Yeah.
go ahead, Ashley.
Okay.
Yeah, you got blockers.
Draw. Well, now I'm sad that I discarded the land that I did. Gonna put in Rhythm of the Wild. And it goes a 3/3. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Alright. In the spirit of testing my luck, I will send a 3/3 at you, Steph.
3/3 with any keywords?
Nope, just shiny.
The shiny does intimidate me. I will block with the plant.
Plant.
No respect for my gift.
No respect. Hey, listen, it's not a goblin. There's only so much respect I can give it.
And I'll pass from there.
Alright. Untap and draw. I'll get a Mossfire Valley out. I'm going to tap 2 for a Dragon's Tempest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so dragons have haste, or creatures with flying enters with haste, and whenever it enters, it deals X damage to any target, which is the
Nice.
number of dragons. And then dragons are reduced by 2, so I'll pay 3 for new dragon, Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest.
Nah.
Yes, so it enters. I exile 1. Monstrous Vortex. Get another treasure. That Monstrous Vortex is gone, unfortunately.
I love that card.
Yes, and then I deal 2 damage to any target. I'll get rid of your other defender, Steph.
Excuse me.
And so Dragonhawk has haste because of the Dragon Tempest. So I will go to combat. I'm gonna send Dragonhawk at Steph. So 5 in the air. When it attacks, I exile the top card again. Is Jade of Orb. Dragonkind. I like that one. That's a good one. Okay, so that's 5 in the air at you, Steph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll take 5.
Okay, I will sack 2 treasure. I'll go to main phase 2. Sack 2 treasures. Tap for a green to cast the Jade Orb of Dragonkind.
Nice.
Now, what is it? How does it work? Beginning of your instep. So Dragonhawk will do 2 damage to each of you because I can't cast the Monstrous Vortex.
Ow.
And I will pass.
All right. We'll draw.
Rawr.
Well, I will play this island and pass the turn with 5 mana available.
Ooh,
I
that's
agree.
Draw on
I got
notice.
5 mana.
terrifying.
I will draw. I will pay 4 for
Ooh.
the Sling Gang Lieutenant. ETBs. I will make 2 goblins.
Oh, goodness.
Goblin. And I can
I wish
sacrifice
I
a
had
goblin.
played
Make
Squee.
target player lose a life and I gain a life. Squee, yes. Squee would feel right at home over here. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
I kind of wish I brought my Squee deck. We could have been Gobos. Grab Gobos
Nice.
together. Draw. Ooh. Okay. Well, not a land, but maybe helps me get lands. Hulking Raptor. For
Ooh.
4. And it has Ward 2 at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Add 2 floating green manas. And then I have my Riot trigger here. So I'm just going to put a counter on my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just hang out. People are spooky.
Okay. Cool. I will untap. And draw. Okay. That's cool. I will play a forest. I'm just gonna tap the new forest for Soul Ring. It's
So
never
much
too late for Soul Ring.
What's your cards in hand situation over there, John?
What's that?
What's your cards in hand situation over
3. I have 3 cards in hand currently. Yeah, I'm running out of things to do. So I'm gonna tap 2, tap both of these. A red. This has to tap for a green. And another red. Wait, 1, 2, yes. We'll cast Skyline Despot. So if that goes through, it has hexproof, a +1 counter. And then I become the monarch. And my upkeep, if I'm a monarch, I create a 5/5 dragon. So dragon entered the battlefield. I'll create a treasure. I'll deal 3 damage. I'm a target Krinko, my boss.
Respond
Yeah, so pop. Yeah,
by
force it.
tapping it to make 4 more goblins. I'm sorry, 5 more goblins. So this this goblin right here will represent a total of 7. I have 1 goblin token with all of the and then I will sacrifice Franco in response to you targeting him to Sling Gang Lieutenant, and I would like to deal a damage to your face, John. And
I will take a damage to my face. Also, I have 3 gold counters on this. Not that it matters very much. I'm on the list. Got it.
Listen, last turn.
Yeah,
I'll add a little exclamation point though, since you killed Cranko.
yeah, that's fair. I will go to combat, and I'm going to send Dragon Hawk at Ashley this time. So 5 in the air at you. And Dragon Hawk will trigger, so there's 2 that get exiled. And then go to, I can't cast, well, I can cast Scourge of Valkyus. I don't think I want to. It just deals 4 damage. So I can deal 4 damage twice. Nah. So I'm going to pass, and then Dragonhawk will deal 4 damage to everyone.
Ouch.
Then I will draw for the Monarch, which will not be keeping with me. Guaranteed. And I'll pass.
Yeah. Also on your end step, John, I'm going to cast Eat to Extinction. I would like to exile Dragonhawk, and then I can surveil 1.
Okay.
Did you see how he did that after you took all that damage?
Big brain.
Yeah.
Not very nice of you, but way cooler than that.
I could have, but I'm basically the worst. So
I guess, yeah.
we'll draw. Island, and you'll never guess. It's time to cast a creature spell.
Whoa.
It's Rexiel, the Risen Deep. He's got Island Walk, he's got Swamp Walk, and if he deals combat damage to you, I can cast an instant or sorcery from your graveyard without paying its mana cost.
Hey, wait, Brad, we all have swamps.
Yeah. Would you look at that?
So convenient for me. I will pass the turn.
Some tricksy business you've got going on over there.
You know me.
I do. Whoa, that's a cool spell. John, I would like to attack you with precisely 3 goblins.
Yeah, so I will block 2 of them. And I'll take the 3rd. And I will lose the Monarch.
And then I will move to my end step where I will draw for Monarch.
Okay.
I will pass
Spicy.
turn.
Alright. Untap Uru. Draw. Sweet. I'm gonna put in this Rockfall Veil, hit that land drop. And then at the beginning of the pre-combat main phase, I also have 2 floating mana, which I'll represent with this little dicey poo here. I'm gonna do math. So we got 2, 7 manas. Sweet. I'm gonna use 2 floating green. Tap this forest to put in the Great Henge.
Okay.
And
That's
then-
good.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. That man, that's problematic potentially.
It is a
This-
pretty
Let's
great.
tap this.
That's so good.
2. Gain 2 life.
Probably outside my color pie to deal with.
5 mana to 5. Okay. Putting in Reggie Alphasaur. I'm gonna scooch this over. And other dinosaurs have haste, and then when it enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 dino creature token with trample. So I'm just gonna do some art. And
Cool.
I will also have a trigger here. Sorry, I'm trying to remember all the things. So this friend will come in with a +1 counter because of that, and then I'm going to use my riot trigger to give it another counter. So it's a 6/6. And then because I entered it's a non-token creature, I'll be drawing a card from that. And then I will, I think, pass turn from there. And I'm going to draw my 3/3 dino.
I arrive effects before you go to your end step.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to pay 4 and cast Semester's End. I'd like to exile any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers I control and then return them to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step with an additional 1/1 counter.
Okay.
So I'm doing this before the end step. So they will come in at the end step. Sling Gang Lieutenant enters, makes 2 more goblins, so I have 6 of them untapped here. Munitions Expert enters and deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of goblins I control. I control 9 goblins. I would like to deal 9 damage to your Skyline Despot.
Sure.
Laser beams.
Pew,
Alright.
pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew.
Pass. Yes, I will pass Ashley's.
Okay.
Why,
Alright.
thank you.
So
Yeah,
I will untap and drop. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, this is interesting here. You're tapped out. So for red, that 2, 1 more red for a Hellkite Tyrant. So it enters, it has haste, flying, and trample, and when it deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts that player controls. So he has a +1/+1 counter and hexproof. Actually, Skyline Despot has hexproof as well. From Jade.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
forgot. So you want to deal damage equal to,
Oh.
to something else?
why does it? So why does it have?
The
Because
Jade
the
Orb.
Jade Orb. It has it until the beginning of my turn.
Oh, then in that case, I will laser beam your commander.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that's happened. So that means
Have a
I have to...
Your upkeep.
He's not the monarch.
Oh, that's right. You're not the monarch. Haha.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I'll have to pay 2 extra for Hellkite Tyrant then. Because I don't have my commander out. And then it gets +1/+1 counter. Then I will still deal 2 damage. I will deal it to the one that pings on ETB, because what's the toughness on it?
The 1/1.
Okay, yeah, I'll just ping that to kill it.
Your despot had a 1/1 counter on it as well. if
That's
helpful.
right.
I will respond to you targeting it by sacrificing it to Sling Gang Lieutenant to deal or to make you lose a life, and I will gain a life.
Sure. That's fine. So I don't create a treasure anymore, but I do get another gold. Okay. Alright. So I have 4. Okay, I'll sack this. I will tap all 3 for an opportunistic dragon. It'll enter, and I can take control of a human or an artifact for as long as I control opportunistic dragon. I will choose the Great Hinge,
Okay.
but it loses
doesn't
all
have-
abilities. Yeah, it loses all abilities, so it's
Yeah.
just a dummy on my board. But then I will go to combat, and I'm
You want
gonna.
to tap it for mana / gain some life in response to his target.
It was already tapped.
Oh,
I
was it
used it.
tap?
Yeah,
Oh, my bad. All right.
you're all good. I appreciate you looking out.
But I'll go to combat. I'm gonna swing 7 in the air at Brad.
Yeah, that is not surprising at all. I will take 7.
And I will take all of your artifacts. So,
I've got Housing Dagger.
dowsing. And then
Vorpal Sword. And a Sword of Light and Shadow.
Sword of Light and Shadow. I will not be using any of these, probably. But now I don't have to worry about you killing me with them. And Great Hinge is a dummy.
You did give me a really good reason to want to kill you anyway.
yeah, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
just absolutely blanked my first 6 turns of this game.
Sorry. But yeah, after that I will just pass the turn. I'm the problem. It's me.
Untap. We'll draw. I'm gonna cast Garuda, Doom of Depths.
Ooh, okay. Cool.
So we'll each mill 4 cards, and then I can get 1 creature card with an even mana value from among the cards exiled on the battlefield under my control.
You got Galta,
Goblins are
Primal Hunger.
Really odd, except for I have Krinko here. Krinko's gonna be of the ones milled or just of the ones in
Of the
graveyards?
ones milled.
Oh,
Oh.
So you got a 12/12 for me.
The
Well,
only
frankly.
even one I have is Dragon Lord's Servant.
Gonna be really hard to compete with
Galta?
Galta.
Yeah.
yeah, Galta's good. Galta is good time.
The
Yeah.
12. Bang. All right. John, do you have any instants or sorceries in your graveyard?
I do not. The only thing I have in my graveyard are the things you just put there, which are 3 creatures and a land. The rest is exiled.
Steph or Ashley, do you have cool instants or sorceries in your graveyard?
Sadly,
I have Semester's End.
and send a creature.
Everything else is a permanent.
John, here's 5 with Swamp Walk.
Yeah, of course. What did I expect, right? We're at 32.
It is commander damage.
It is commander
I will
damage. I will
cast the
have
bird.
annotate it with this pretty little dice.
Hmm. So you pass the turn, Brad?
Yep.
Okay. I'll untap. We'll just leave this guy. I'll buy his 1 for right now.
Yeah, so,
And
you know, I think I did the board a huge favor getting rid of all the equipment. I would like to call a temporary truce.
what you are doing is anything close to a favor, my friend.
What are you talking
There's
about? I've
no
got all this
truce.
stuff and I don't plan on using it. I feel like that's... I could kick the Sword of Light and Shadow onto my stuff and you can't mess with me. Well, I guess you
You
have
have a
lot of red
dragon
stuff.
that enters the battlefield at your upkeep if we don't deal damage to you.
What?
I
I'm
guess
not the monarch anymore. You are.
Yeah, but you also have a dragon that steals anything meaningful that I would like to play, like
Artifacts?
any acceleration. Yeah, my mana acceleration is second.
Oh.
All artifacts.
Well, how about I'll give you a turn of not attacking you with it.
No.
All right, whatever.
I think you're a problem here.
I'm the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, he can kill everyone with
Yeah.
commander damage. He's unblockable. I don't care. Whatever. Do what you gotta do.
Impact tremors, dragons, much. I think, yeah. I don't know that I
No,
need
what do you mean? It's a way worse. I wish it was effective. Well, actually, no.
I
It's
will
Warstorm Surge is what I'm thinking.
go. No, you know what? I'm not gonna go to combat. I'm gonna pay 4. I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna pay 3 to cast. I'm gonna pay 4. I'll pay 4 to cast Teleportation Circle, which is at the beginning of my end step. I exile up to 1 target artifact or creature I control, and then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Yeah, we're just gonna blink the Sling-Gang Lieutenant, and then we will draw for the Monarch. I will have 2 more goblins here, so I'll have a total of 9.
Yeah.
And I will, yeah, so I'll draw for Monarch, and I will pass the turn.
Nice.
Finally.
Untap Ryu. Take my 2 floating mana from this friend. Draw
Yeah.
for turn.
I should probably not have waited to play my mana rocks. Because now they're just a dragon.
I mean, if you had played your mana rocks, then they would be able to be stolen. And so
Yeah.
now they have not been
They're in my hand
stolen.
now.
I'm gonna pay 5 mana to flip my commander. I'll pay 2 and I'll tap this way. So 2 floating mana's out. To flip this friend, I'm gonna scooch all my friends over here. Flip to this enchantment where I create 2 green dino creature tokens. And these ones don't have Hoste, so I get to do a new drawing. And then speed things up, I'll pay 2 and put in Drover of the Might, which is they get +2/+2 as long as you control a dinosaur, and I can tap to add 1 mana of any color. And then I shall pass from there.
Okie dokie.
That is not a dinosaur, so that does not have haste with the Regisaur Alpha, right?
Correct.
Okay. Remind me,
Or
what's
the
far left?
actually Riot would put.
Oh,
Anglewood
that's right. Yeah,
County.
right. Okay.
Okay.
The creature on the left is what again?
So this is a 3/3 dino. This is Register Alpha. This is Hulking Raptor, and this is the Frillback that did its ETB
Frillback.
thing.
Got it. Okay, got it.
And it's
All right. I will draw for turn.
it was the one that destroyed the enchantment. Or
I will
color.
play a mountain for turn. Okay, Soul Ring 2. I'll get Ganax back out. Alright. That will create a treasure and I'll deal 4 damage. I am going to target the thing that you can sacrifice to ding things with. So that is being targeted
Yeah.
for 4.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice it to himself, and I'll make you lose a life, and I will gain a life.
That is fine. Okay, so it gets a +1/+1 counter and hexproof till next turn. Get another one of these and a treasure. Then I will need to refill my hand, so I will tap 4 and sack the treasure for Shamanic Revelation. I control 4 creatures with 4 or greater power. I will draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will gain 16 life. Going up to 46.
nice.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. But now I will go to combat. And I am just gonna swing 4 at Steph.
Take 4.
I will become the Monarch again. I'll plan on keeping it, but I will draw for the Monarch and in my turn.
All right. We'll untap. We'll draw.
I'm surprised that Gulta can't like reach things,
Right?
It's very
even though its arms are
big.
very tiny. I feel like it's like the size of many buildings.
Right.
It's with like Nylea and Oketra that have like giant bows and are the size of pyramids.
Right, like all the
No reach.
gods are just massive, but they can't hit things in the air.
Ulamog can't block a bird. Like I
Yeah,
feel like that's
it's
wrong.
yeah, it's crazy.
All right. Cool. I will probably against better judgment. We'll cast an artifact. This is a Sword of Wealth and Power.
I like that
So
artifact.
the
That's cool.
creature gets +2/+2 and protection from instants and sorceries. When I deal combat damage to a player, I get a treasure. And the next time I cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, I copy it. And I can choose new targets for the copy. I will equip it to Rexiel. And then I will go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
And John, I've got 7 Swamp Walk Commander and a 12/12 with Trample.
So 19. Yeah, I'll just take 19.
3 more than you gained last turn.
Yeah. I'll take 19. I'll go to 27.
So I have 2 triggers on Rexiel dealing combat damage. I will do
Wow.
Sword of Wealth and Powers first, which will give me a treasure.
12 commander marked on me.
And then the next time I cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, I get to copy it. Then Rexiel will let me cast an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. I would like to cast Shamanic Revelation.
Sure. Does it get exiled or does it stay in the graveyard?
It'll get exiled, yeah.
Okay. And you're also the Monarch now as well.
Woo, Monarch. So I will set myself as the Monarch. And then I will cast and copy Shamanic Revelation, so I will draw 6 cards and gain 24 life.
That is a problem.
Woo!
Yeah.
Back in the game, baby.
Yeah, you are, buddy.
We'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3,
Woo.
4, 5, and 6. Let us play a land, as I have not done that yet this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should play 2 cards, which means I can play this Sunken Hollow, and then I guess that doesn't really solve the cards in hand problem, does it? It really doesn't. So I'm not going to do that. Instead of the Sunken Hollow, I'm going to keep my treasure. What? I will play a Creeping Tar Pit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. I will have to discard a card. Yeah, I'll discard an island. And I will go to my end step and draw Kazan the Monarch, and I'll have to discard another card. Which will be...
You are burdened by excess.
I
Right.
am burdened. Honestly, it's going to be this Trophy Mage. And I'm done.
Untap and draw. This is a land that comes in untapped. I like that. I will take 2. I will pay 5. And I will cast the Siege Gang Commander. Enters the battlefield. It makes 3 goblins.
Nice.
Nice.
I like the art.
I do too. He's funny. I would like to attack you, Brad, with 2 goblins. So I have a total of 12. Yeah, so I have 10 goblins untapped, and I have 2 that are tapped.
I will block one of them.
I figured you might.
Take 1.
I would like to become the monarch, please.
Yeah, that's
You
nice.
are the monarch.
I will become the monarch. And then I will move to my end step, wherein I will do the blinky blinkies. I will make 3 more little guys.
Mm.
And then draw a card and pass the turn.
All right. I feel like this would have been a much faster game if War Leader was still out.
Yeah, yeah,
Really
yeah.
good.
It might be. Probably would have been almost over, or over.
And I used my green dice already. This will be my floating mana. So I got 2, 6, 7 mana, 8 including that friend. All right. I'll use the 2 floating, tap this forest, and play Garrick's Uprising. Since I control a creature with power 4 or greater, I'll draw a card, and creatures I control have trample.
Waiting on like one big overrun effect, and then we're all.
Nah.
You don't have one creature that's particularly large right now. You have several that are like medium large.
Mediocre friends, right?
Alrighty.
Sorry, trying to figure out.
No, you're good.
It's probably just a smarter play here. Actually, I didn't math right earlier. The Garrick's Uprising, did I? Did not. Oh well. I'm gonna pay 3 and put in Death Gorge Scavenger. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may exile target card from a graveyard. If it's a creature card, exiled this way, gain 2 life. Non-creature card, exiled this way, they get a +1/+1 until end of turn. I will have Rhythm of the Wild put a counter on them. And then what's the scariest non-creature spell that we don't want recast in graveyards?
All I have is creatures and lands in my yards.
Shamanic Revelation, probably.
It's already
That one's bad.
exiled.
Oh, it's exiled? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
That's
it went back to the
The
graveyard after
Full
this.
Breaker Horror, then.
Sure.
And then I'll gain 2 life from that from the trigger. I'm gonna pay 1, and then since my dino friends can tap for mana now, because I'm on step 2, forgot to call that out earlier. Sorry. 3 and 4. I'm gonna put in this Curious Altar Soar. It has Vigilance, Reach. And whenever a dinosaur you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that will also enter with a +1 counter. And I think from there I'll just pass the turn.
Okie dokie. I shall untap. I need to draw something good. That
For
is
your here.
good, but not good enough. Alright. Okay. Well, then. I will play this
So
game
back to-
trail. It will come in tapped. Because I don't have any lands in my hand. Then I will tap 1, 2, 4, and 5. Or Clouth Unrivaled Ancient.
Love it.
So it'll come in with a +1/+1. It'll come in with Hexproof. And I will deal 5 damage to Brad's face.
You got it.
Alright. Then I will tap 4 for a Druid of Purification. So
Love it.
starting with me, we'll choose an artifact or enchantment that I do not control. I will choose your sword, Brad.
Sure.
Okay, Brad, what would you like to pick?
Something you don't control. I think I would like to pick Garrick's Uprising.
Ellen?
Okay,
I'm gonna pick Brad's sword.
I already
This
picked.
isn't a.
Oh no.
It's just
You
every-
can pick
oh,
the same thing.
You
Oh,
can pick the same thing.
Alright.
Same thing. I'm gonna pick the sword.
okay.
I don't think I
It's
want
you
to get
shall
rid of
pick.
Ashley's board.
Yeah, thank you for that. I too, in return, will pick the sword.
Interesting choice. I would have thought the
Yeah.
teleportation circle was gonna get gone. Cool.
It would have probably had I gotten rid of her enchantment, but you see how we worked together. It was great.
Without even
yeah.
having to do politics, we just read.
Right? You
It was
guys
just
are
like,
just
no.
that awesome.
Insane.
Okay, so how you have 40 life. I have 6, 12, 16. I'm not even close. Who's the monarch? Oh, Steph's the monarch.
Mhm.
Okay.
Congrats on the promotion.
I am going to go to combat. I get a treasure. Oops. From Cloth. Gonna send Cloth at Steph and if I get a bunch of mana, what can I do with it? I'll send Skyline Despot at Brad. Then just send Ganax.
You do have a 3/6 reacher now.
You do have a 3/6 reacher. So you can block. Which is cool. Interesting. 3/6 reacher. So yeah, those would be my 2 attacks. So
I've got 5 coming at me.
yes. So Clouth will make 11 mana off the attacks. Only to cast spells, of course.
Creature spells, right?
Just spells. Only to cast spells. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have 11. Okay. So any combination of colors equal to total power. Okay, cool. So I'll go to main phase 2. I'll use 4 of it, going to 7 for an outpost siege. I will choose dragons. So when a creature I control leaves, I'll just deal a damage to anything. I'll do 3. Going to 4. For an Urza's Incubator, calling dragons. So they're discounted by 2. I'll use 1 going to 3 for Ryle. I'll just deal a damage to Ganax to draw a card. Useless. And then I'll use the remaining 3 for Commander Sphere.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
How many artifacts do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11.
10 and you win it.
Yes.
11 and you win it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get there. That was never actually a win con in the deck. It just so happens that. But I'll pass the turn there.
It does win the game, and you're more than halfway there, so gotta keep track of it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We'll play the Sunken
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hollow.
I'll draw from Monarch.
Yeah, I'll move the crown to you.
Thank
I don't
you.
plan on keeping it. Very
Um. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A really interesting sequence of events that I'm like going through in my mind here, because I know Brad feels like he has to kill you, which is understandable
Yes,
because
yes,
you have
right.
all of these things
Yes.
of import, and so I
mostly just have to get that Hellkite Tyrant off the board.
Yeah, absolutely, because
I
you can't play the game
half the
out of
cards
this.
in my
Yeah,
deck when
exactly.
it's here.
That's
um
fair.
Which I have to push for.
you.
Yeah, so-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm just trying to figure out what that means
Story.
with sequence of players being eliminated from the game, and I'm not sure what that sets me.
I'm gonna cast Ingrok's Wake.
Damn it.
Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers I don't control.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that will do it. So, all of the creatures will die. But I get to deal 6 damage how I see fit, because all of my creatures will be leaving. So, what's the toughness of your commander, Brad?
8.
8. Fudge.
I have. There's a 6/6.
6/6. I could kill that. That's not. Dang. So you get that.
That.
Damn. All right. I'm just gonna have to do 6 to your face.
Okay.
I'll take 6.
You'll get your Great Hinge back.
4 damage on the board there, Brad.
Yes.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna go to combat.
Yep.
I am going to attack John with Galta, Steph with Rexiel, and Ashley with Garuda.
I'll
So-
take 5.
I will take 12. Going.
How
to
big is
15.
Garuda? 6?
6.
Instant or sorcery from my yard, yeah?
Yeah, I want to do Semester's End.
Yeah, I figured.
They come back with a 1 counter.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do. Is it under my control or under opponent's control? Under their controller's control. Owner's control. Wow.
Under its owner's control.
Okay.
So I would not choose Galta.
So I will choose Rexiel and Garuda.
Yeah. Okay. And then this
Um,
stays exiled after you cast it.
I have become the monarch.
Yep.
I will go to my end step. I will have these 2 come back with a 1/1 counter. Doing so will trigger Garuda, so everyone mills 4. And then I need to know creatures of even mana value that were milled.
Bonehorde Dracosaur.
You got Austere Command for me, 2 lands, and Wayward
Oh,
Sword.
Roaming Throne. I've got Anger is the only one with which doesn't matter because I've already got haste on all my flyers. So.
Yeah. Roaming Throne is tempting.
Perforos
abilities,
Roaming
correct?
Throne.
It's really good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
I've also got this spawning Kraken here that gives me a 9/9 whenever I connect.
Oh, that's probably better.
That's kind of like I have more options to get back my spawning Kraken. I don't know that I'll
Yeah,
find
do that and then
them.
double it with the roaming throne later.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah?
It's okay.
I feel like I shouldn't need to convince you super hard that roaming.
Yeah,
Throne's
Roaming
really-
Throne's amazing.
It is. It's like Rexiel's like of the triggers I have on the board is an ETB that I probably won't be using again, and a combat damage trigger that probably won't be happening.
That we
very
don't have a
much.
lot of great targets for, honestly, but
But I have ways of getting stuff out of my graveyard, so I'll cross my fingers that I find them and I can have double spawning Kraken triggers, because that thing is bananas. Anyway, I will draw a card because I am the monarch, and I will pass the turn.
Okay.
figure out how I get out of this. And I don't know. Let me see here. So I will probably
Shoot.
if I do that. Yeah, I need to play this untapped. Ouch. And then I will pay 3 for a Boggart Harbinger. ETBs, I can search my library for a goblin, reveal it, shuffle my library, and put that card on top. I will find Muxus.
That seems good.
Is Muxus better? Probably. I probably should find Goblin Recruiter, right? That's the one that stacks the top of my library.
Seems pretty good.
That's a call.
There are solid choices, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Right.
hold on. No, because I have a Reanimator one too, and I feel like that might be better. Sorry, I'm a verbal processor, so y'all are just.
Oh, you're
gonna-
You're all
good.
I think I do want the Reanimator one, because I feel like the ones that I have in my graveyard are really valuable.
All gobos are good gobos.
Yeah.
These are true facts.
Eat.
War and Pilferers is what I'm going to get.
Ooh, what's that do?
ETBs, I can return a creature from my graveyard to my hand. If it's a goblin, this creature gains haste until the end of the turn.
Nice.
So yeah, it's gonna go on top of my library.
I
Shuffle.
don't have that
This
anymore,
one's
so I
top.
should erase that. Not have the great hinge.
I think. What mode did you choose for your outpost siege, John? The card advantage one?
No, it's the one whenever a creature leaves, it deals the
leaves.
damage. Yeah. Yeah. I should have done the card advantage one, but I wasn't expecting the board wipe. So, you know, short thinking.
I mean, I
think
feel like that mode is the one you chose is pretty okay for board wipe.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah, it
I
worked out.
will. I'm gonna pass the turn. I can blink this if I want to, but it doesn't matter because it's just gonna put the same thing on top. So I'm gonna leave that there, and I will pass the turn.
All right, gonna untap a root, raw, and this moves to the next step, which is step 3. Search your library for a dino card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. So yeah, 6, 7.
Can you all hear our cat screaming at the door?
I did hear that.
love-
Yes, it's cute.
Yeah, no, she's been incessant. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. It was barely audible. I did.
Yeah, they go banana. Occasionally, they're entertained enough by what's happening upstairs that they stay up there, but other times they're just obsessed with coming into this room that they're not allowed to be in. So
I'm gonna grab Gisheth.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Shuffle.
Sure.
And you say,
Sure, left a
Uh,
little.
put in this forest, and then pay 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per second. I was right, I miscounted. Gain 2 life.
Nice.
Put in my Gisheth, and it comes with a 2 counters because it already has haste. So Riot will give it a counter, and then the Great Henge will also give it a counter. And
That is
then
very
I will
good
draw
timing.
a card. And then I has vigilance. I'm gonna go to combat, and John, sorry, you're open, so I'm gonna hit you for 9.
It's got trample, so you could hit. That's fine. I'll take 9. Whatever. I'll go to 6. Sure.
Sure, you have some tricks. So
don't
9.
really.
So
I'm
then
out of tricks. Truly.
reveal. So
I'm gonna have to
reveal
use
these.
Brad's tricks, I think.
Regal Behemoth
There's
is
some
a
nice
hit.
tricks that you have
2,
for me.
Yeah.
3,
Tricks
Or-
spread ill-gotten gains.
Pant Plaza is the other hit. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We had Atali. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Courtwood Crasher. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. And a Plains. So these ones go to the bottom. And I believe I get to choose what order these enter, right? Or do they all enter at the same time?
Yeah, they all enter at the same time.
So I don't know if Pantlaza then sees.
It would see itself, right? At this point, it would always see itself.
Yeah, it would see itself. That's right. Okay, so I discover 4.
Well, yeah. So Pantlaza will see every dinosaur that enters the battlefield with it.
Yeah, so sorry, I just want to check. So
You can choose one.
discover triggers first, or I can choose if this discovers first or if I draw 4 first, right? Because these all entered and these would all enter with the +1 counter because of the Great Henge.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'll do the discover first. So I'll discover 4 for Pantlaza. So we have Vanquish the Horde, Temple Garden, Teferi's Protection. I'll just put that to hand.
Good.
Good.
That's very good. Very good. All right. All right.
I'll draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to just put these counters on before I forget. We'll have an Atali one real quick to resolve as well.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, so now for the Atali trigger. When it enters the battlefield, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. So I hit Atali Primal Storm.
Shit. Bellfire
Warren
Dragon.
What's Bellfire Dragon?
Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, deals that much damage to each creature that player controls.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. Pretty good. Pretty good.
That
And
is
it's how big is it?
It's a 6/6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's
Then
unfortunate.
Did I hit? What else did I hit? What pilfer?
Warren Pilferers. It's my reanimator goblin that I put on top.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
What's that do? Is it just put a on back?
Enters the battlefield, return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. That's the important text for you, unless you've got a goblin in your graveyard.
Return a creature card?
Yeah. From your graveyard to your hand.
I'm gonna return Tranquil Frill back to my hand. And what did I get from you, Brad?
Sword of Fire and Ice.
I always forget what that one does.
That one's +2/+2 protection from red and from blue. When an equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, Sword of Fire and Ice deals 2 damage to any target, and you draw a card. Equips for 2.
Sweet. Okay. I put counters on all my friends. That has haste. These friends entered. Oh dear lord. I also get counters right from that. Yeah, enters the battlefield under my control. Okay, so I draw another 3. And then put counters on that. These friends. With that, I think I'm gonna pass my turn.
Good turn.
Let's
Thank
see if I
Sorry.
can do anything. All right. Untap and draw. That's cute. All right. I thought I'd got through all my lands. Sure. All right. I'll play Mountain for turn. Ganax. I will attempt to cast Ganax.
Oh, I have a discard down to hand size. I just realized.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. So discounted 2, 2, 3, 5. Well, maybe I'll do this 4. So I need to 6. So that's 4. 5, 6. Okay. So 6 for Ganax. Enter with a +1/+1 counter. I'll get to deal it damage. I'll just deal it to Ashley's face. Just
How much? Just one?
Just one, yeah. I will sack the Commander Sphere to draw a card. Okay. Cool. So it's 6. So it's discounted by 4. Cost 4. 2, 3, and 4. So actually, I have another treasure here. So I'll get another treasure when this enters for Utvara Hellkite. Whenever it attacks, I create a 6/6 red dragon with flying.
Is it too much of a takesy backsies to remove 2 counters and give 2 of my things hasty?
I mean, yeah, no, I guess. I don't.
Or
How
maybe
far
we'll
back
get-
would we have to go?
Just like my turn was when I had these ETB, and I think I got overwhelmed from all the triggers happening.
Why would you want to
okay.
give them haste? Because you had already attacked.
Because they can tap for mana because of Watley's
Oh.
saga. And,
Okay. That's up to everyone
not-
else, I guess. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. You do your thing.
okay.
There was a lot going on in there.
Okay, sorry. I took it off Atali and Laza.
Yeah, the only thing that's changed is just you now have mana available to you that that you didn't have before. But yeah, that's fine. Totally fine.
Okay, so I get to deal 2 damage. I'll just deal it to Ashley's face again. Why not?
Probably right.
Yeah, that's actually scary. So I'm going to do the thing I said I wasn't going to do because I'm a dirty liar. I'm going to tap 2 to put the Sword of Light and Shadow on Ulvara Hellkite. So he has protection from white and black. And 2/2. And 2. And then he
Also,
doesn't.
too, just in case people forgot, I had put Teferi's protection in my hand, so if
Teferi's
that's
protection.
dirty,
Okay, so I
I can
have.
just counters back on too if we want.
So I will go to combat. And I'm gonna send Udvara at Brad.
Okay.
So it's 8/8, but it has an attack trigger. So I'll create a 6/6 dragon. Which will trigger Dragon Tempest. I will deal 3 damage to Ashley's life total.
There.
Okay, and then
You get another dragon, you can kill Pants.
yeah. All right, so you have an 8/8 in the air at you, Brad.
Took 8.
Okay, and then that triggers the Sword of Light and Shadow, so I'll gain 3. I can return a creature to my hand. I guess I'll get Opportunistic Dragon back to my hand. I'll actually get another treasure as well. From the dragon entering. I will go to my post-combat main phase. I'll tap a red, and I will sack a treasure for another red for Opportunistic Dragon, and I'm gonna target your.
Before you declare targets,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna play the 3 to phase. out with Teferi's protection.
Okay, cool. So the trigger's on stack. I don't think I have a trigger anymore. Actually, I do have. I could target the roaming throne.
You would need to pay 2.
I would need to pay 2, and I can pay 2. So I think I have to just to stop the doubling, because it could go crazy. Yeah, I'll target the roaming throne, turning it into a dummy that can't attack or block.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All
grab
right.
some water real quick.
Yep.
Then you also have an ETB with 4 damage.
Oh yes, 4 damage. Shoot. Maybe if I'd done this a little smarter. Yeah, I guess I'll just hit Brad again. I'm kind of not in a great spot here, so I'll pass. I think I don't die to commander damage, but it's not great.
If Brad finds a sword, you're in trouble. I think he needs 1 more damage to kill you. If I have
No, I'm at 12 commander currently. So
right, but
it's a 6, right?
He would need, yes, he would need a sword.
And he would need 2 swords.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. If I die that way, it's cool. What? I'm really low on life anyways. I lose to Ashley during her turn.
Yeah, I'll lose to Ashley, I think.
Yeah.
If we don't lose to Ashley, we immediately lose to you following that. So there's
Me?
2
Oh.
very active problems all at once here.
I mean, my hand is like an arcane signet and a mana rock, or arcane
well,
signet and a
I-
land.
Fair, but-
When I am phased out, it doesn't protect my graveyard or my library, but the only
Correct.
sorcery I think I have is I have Austere Command.
Yeah. I think he's got to deal damage to you in order for that to happen, though, and he can't do
Oh,
damage
okay.
to you with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, John, you're making 6/6s every turn that deal laser beam damage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
And
suppose.
You don't need a hand. Like you're doing just fine.
I
Yeah.
suppose, but I've only got
New deal.
Yep.
I'm gonna equip Sword of Sinew and Steel to Rexiel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I mean, I'm at 9 life also, so I guess I kind of die here.
I will equip Sword of Sinew and Steel to Galta.
Sinew and Steel is black and red.
Yes, protection from black and from red.
That is weird, but also cool.
Oh well, yeah, no, I can't. I lose then.
Um,
For sure.
But then he gets his stuff back, and
He
then
does get his stuff back,
Um,
and like always, I lose to Brad, just as I
Except Brad-
predicted.
you did come out and like really
I did start
Cozy.
strong. I did start strong. yeah,
very
maybe,
early, and
maybe-
particularly in Brad's direction.
maybe too strong. I admit, maybe I should have slow rode like Ashley did, but I'm just not very good at that. So
do you have any instants and sorcerers in your graveyard? Steph?
I don't think so. I don't think anymore. Let me see here if I. No, I do not. I have a lot of creatures and some enchantments, but an artifact or 2. That's
Okay.
I have a
That's all.
cantrip.
I will go to combat.
Yep.
John, I will attack you for 14 with Galta, and Steph,
Sure.
I'll attack you for 6 with Rexiel.
I'm gonna respond to that declaration of attacks.
Sure.
I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna lose 3 life. English I'm making.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, no blocks. Obviously, you have protection from my colors. Well, I guess I could just draw and see if I have any. No, that's a laughless. I lose. I'm dead. Yeah.
I will
Oh
get,
no.
uh,
That would have been.
my
Second.
equipments from before back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and the
Not
roaming throne, which is
The
great.
roaming.
Roaming Throne is still active.
I will pass through.
Yeah, but you lose the Bellfire Dragon, Ashley.
I don't know that I can to meaningfully engage here. What is my out? I don't know that I have.
Your out was letting him not kill me, I think.
No, I don't think so because I decided to. That's yeah. There's no world in which keeping you in the game makes my life last longer.
Yeah, it is. At least a turn.
No.
That wouldn't
I
have killed you.
will 11 life. I will. Let's see here.
I like this deck. This was fun.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm gonna play land. If Ashley attacks here, well, Ashley, how much power do you have on your board?
Oh, geez. An absurd amount.
9, whatever this dude is.
That crazy. It's big.
6, 8, 4, 6, and a 7.
Do you have stuff that gives all your creatures trample? I think I see the guy that does that. Or no?
No, nothing good. My Garrick's Uprising got blown up.
Which of your creatures have trample?
My God.
Gisheth,
Thrakus would have been good.
Atali, the Satali,
Terrible.
and then the Quartz dude and the Regal Behemoth. I forgot to draw for Monarch, but it will.
That is pretty. That's a lot. That's a lot of things that have trample. So I think
I'm still the Monarch too.
you are still the monarch, and I can't do anything about that when you are still phased out. I'm wondering if that's annoying because that. Well, okay, that won't work. I think you kill us both on your turn here. And I
Possibly.
don't know if I think the only thing that I can do here is maybe play
I see Aether Spout's mana open though.
blocker. I don't know that he runs
Whatever that one is.
He might. I
It
actually
bounces
don't know this
attacking
deck very well.
back.
But I mean, yeah, that could be a thing. I think either way, I think I need to have blocker. So I will pay 3 for Goblin Chieftain. And I will move to my end step. I'm gonna do the whole Barter Harbinger thing, and I'm gonna see if I can put Goblin Recruiter on top of my library. Are you Goblin Recruiter? Is it Recruiter or is it Ringleader? I have Ringleader. Do I have I think I have Recruiter in here.
I don't know. You don't probably should get you one.
I know. I think it's maybe I just thought it was too good. I thought it was too good. I'm gonna put the Ringleader on top. Nope. I'm gonna put Maxus on top. Maxus is better than the Ringleader. Yeah, so once I find Maxus and put him on top of my library, I will end the turn.
All right. He's back in. Untap Bean. Oh, I should untap my lands.
Black, I guess I don't have. And
Sorry, organizing my mess over here. All right. Move to step 4. Watley will go back to the command zone. Dinosaurs I control have double strike, trample until end of turn. Oh, I guess that's step 4.
Yeah, that's a lot. All right.
That is a thing.
Draw, return. No, I drew return. Oh god, now I don't know how to play Magic anymore. It's been so long. Okay. This is life. These are things. Blue player. If I lose to Aether Spouts or whatever, it'll have been a good game. I'm gonna pay 4 and cast a Chroma's Will, trying to give my creatures lifelink and indestructible.
Okay.
Until
All right. A bit
It's just one
overkill
vote, right?
much.
It's not both because you have.
I'm just assuming that I might have all my stuff bounced back here.
So yeah, so so you don't have your commander, so it's just the second mode then.
Yeah, so they have protection, indestructible, and lifelink, but they get double strike from Watley and trample from Watley.
It's
They have
Watley.
protection.
Out
Watley
right
is
there? Okay,
The last
she
one.
she hit step 4.
Oh, got
Double
it.
strike.
Oh, my bad. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I
No,
forgot that was the
I
last
just
step.
no. Yeah. Okay, so it's basically Oliver Crumb as well, without Oliver Crumb as well being there.
Correct.
Okay.
Minus the flying.
Yeah.
But okay. I gonna read that again. They don't all get vigilance. Mhm. Oh, I overtapped because I am the monarch and Regal Behemoth doubles for that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'll pay 4. Put in Tranquil, frill back, pay green, and another 2 green for all modes. I'll destroy the sword, protection sword,
Yeah, I've got
and then exile your.
sword and a white black.
Hit the Vorpal sword. Sorry.
Oh.
And then exile your graveyard and gain 4 life. Okay, then I'll draw a card, put a counter on that guy. And then I will put haste.
Everybody else has been using your artifacts more effectively than you've been using your artifacts.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
game.
I'm sorry about that.
Um,
I'm sorry about that.
And I'm so scared that you have it, but I
a
guess
lot
it's
of
combat
mana.
time. Yeah, so I guess.
Yeah, so before you
Um,
declare your attacks.
Oh wait, actually I forgot to discover. Psych. Say psych.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you
Montgomery. Okay. Now
pulled the
before doing
Swifties off
attacks.
first, didn't you? Oh, whatever.
What?
I thought the first thing you grabbed was the Swiftfoot boots, and then you grabbed another card. So I was
Oh, sorry. I'm stupid. Yes, that's the Swiftfoot boots. And I'll just put that nerd to the bottom too, because I revealed it. I haven't played Magic in a month. I'm sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, so in combat, before you've declared your attacks, I have the Cyclonic Rift.
Oh no.
Ah, darn. I knew something was there.
Yeah.
That's target player
Everybody.
or permanent.
Permanent, permanent, I don't control.
Yeah.
So it gets around protection?
Yes, because it doesn't target anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think that's actually kind of good for me, maybe. Because I don't think Brad has lethal on me and Ashley on the board right now.
probably did with the Vorpal sword.
I think you did with the Vorpal sword.
Oof, that's gonna
My
be a lot of discards. Oh man.
I figured there's something there because it wasn't an instant scoopy time. I don't think I should have tapped my stupid guy in response, but oh well. Okay.
My outs here are incredibly few. I think I do still have a pattern where, like, I could possibly win if Muxus does the thing he's supposed to do correctly.
Yeah.
But, like,
I have to move to drop for Monarch too. Okay. Now discard. Doors of Durin.
It's a good one.
Doo-doo.
I like the card.
Yeah.
It's so fascinated
I'm
by
in
what's
this-
going.
I feel like there's a Muxus spin that like
there is. I
propels you to
I
victory.
think I've mathed here in a way that I think I can Muxus spin and then attack in a way that makes you dead.
Yeah.
But it has to be perfect. I think I deal 18 damage in the math that I'm doing, but it's like
I don't like that math.
no, but it's not likely. And I'm only doing that math because I have a Goblin Chieftain that says haste, but that also requires that I have more mana to cast it. So it's like
Okay. Gonna be discarding the Teresk, Tali, Tranquil, Railback, Swiftfoot Boots, Zakama, Doors of Durin, Xenagos, Fracturing Gust, and Papier Stomper.
How many artifacts do you have? Artifacts and enchantments do you have over there, Brad?
No, I don't like that word.
That's part of. This is part of my Muxus math. I need to know.
Five
Okay.
artifacts, no enchantments.
Yeah.
And I'll pass from there.
All right. We draw.
Damn.
Where
It's
we go?
my turn to join you in the afterlife, John.
Oh yeah, it's it's I don't know. Well, yeah,
So,
I knew I was gonna die, Brad.
You didn't do yourself any favors in making that prophecy.
No, I could have probably been more aggressive and no. As soon as he got that shamanic revelation, he was out of I
The
couldn't kill
shamanic
him.
revelation was so out of range.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
got
Yeah,
what 30
that
something.
kept me from Akroma's earlier, which I think I had 70 on board for that. And then it got
Yeah.
Garrick
oh, yeah.
Rising, and I was like, no.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
I have.
That Itali set me back a turn too, because I had a path with the goblins in my graveyard to maybe do something consequential. It was so that was a little. And I
Times
think
for
we
us.
might maybe have some. I don't know.
I'm
It
gonna
really just depends on
whip
what this spin.
Sword of Light and Shadow to Galta.
Yeah, that's a big scary
no,
call.
Something put on Dorita.
Okay.
I will pay 3 for Sword of Body and Mind.
I love that card.
I will equip it to.
You're obligated to hit me with it. I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. I will play the Sword of Fire and Ice. Rescued.
You did rescue that. That's true. I had forgotten
will
that was a
equip
thing. That was a
Jagaruda.
real card.
So I
Are
have
we both dead here?
6, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both dead here. Well, no.
No, I can't kill you both. I just have to.
Thanks for having a lot of life, Ashley. Gives me.
You're welcome. I
I
tried.
actually think Brad's probably more scared of me than he is of you.
Yeah, I imagine he'll probably kill you, and then because
My
Ashley.
monsters cost less than your monsters do, especially when Muxus puts them on the battlefield for free. And your monsters, you probably are playing 2 or 3 at most. Although you do have the haste maker in your hand.
Yeah, that's honestly.
Oh yeah, that's tough. That's a tough call, Brad. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
4, 6, 8, 20.
My Galta's doing work.
That's-
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Your Galta is the has murdered one player already. And also, another part of your math too is if you kill Ashley first, Galta goes away. And do you need that to kill me?
I don't think I need Galta to kill you.
Okay, that's a good point.
Because I have protection from your deck,
Yeah, you do.
so you can't block
Thanks
mine.
for It's true.
I will go to combat. I think. So this is 2, 4, 6, 12, 13, and this is 14, which is exactly 27.
Nice. Look at that, man.
Can I save Ashley? Should I? Oh wait, hold on.
If you want to.
I promise.
If you want to, I can save you.
I can't. I would though. Good, I would.
I can take you.
Because having protection from my deck is a big deal.
I had to finish the song.
It's good. It was
Don't think
I appreciate the valor.
I don't think attacking with roaming throne makes or breaks my game.
I think
so
you're
I'm
better
gonna
served to have a
untap.
blocker.
Yeah, so I've got 27 for you, Ashley.
With arms wide open. And the death, the secret layer I go.
Triggers. There are
What do you
no
do?
artifacts or planeswalkers I would like to destroy. I will deal 2 damage to Steph and draw a card
It's any player, not just defending player.
to any target.
Yikes.
I will Ashley Mills 10 and I get a wolf.
Ashley's dead.
But I get a wolf.
With
I
arms
realize
wide
I'm not a
open.
creature in the
I
graveyard.
don't think you can target Ashley with that.
I don't target. It's just I get a wolf and defend that player.
It's from the combat damage that happens.
So there are
Sort of
some of them
body
that
and
you
mind
can
is the
target
best sword.
because of the dogs. Bork.
Delta has
Bork.
come home.
Yeah, the mighty
Yep.
Gotha. It's finally fallen.
All right, and then we'll see if Steph can murder me.
I don't know. I don't think I can. I think the spin would have to be miraculously good,
Part of the cards.
especially with what's in my graveyard.
Are there goblins with miracle?
No, but I do have one more goblin that enters and deals damage to a player.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I have one more goblin that makes 2 goblins.
Mhm.
Gob gobbo.
I've got a few that have sack stuff. Anyway, one of them has to be Dockside in order for this whole thing to work in my mind. So
I
it's
believe
not.
you. Part of the card.
I will draw Muxus. We're not even going to play around. We're just going to play Muxus, and we're going to see what we get. APBs reveal the top 6 cards of my library. Put all goblins with mana cost 5 or less from among them on the graveyard, and the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. We do not have a Dockside. We do have a Skirk Prospector. I didn't think about that.
That's decent.
I like it.
So this Boggart mob is going to enter and champion Muxus.
All right.
This enters and makes a goblin.
Gob gobbos.
I am going to sacrifice the Boggart mob to the Skirk Prospector to get 1 red mana. Muxus re-enters.
Party time.
All right, let's see.
We have swarming goblins.
Okay.
Fun.
Kind of
And then
underwhelming,
roll a
unfortunately.
d20. I know, it's underwhelming. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I rolled a 1, so I make another 1/1 goblin. We love it.
Nice. Nice.
Please go on the bottom.
Just happy to see gobbos.
Okay.
All right.
What is my plan here? I haven't played a land yet. I can do that. Actually, these cards were not supposed to be in my hand. These 3 are supposed to be on the bottom of my library. It's like, why do I suddenly have a land that I didn't think I had before? Okay. So I have a red floating. I would like to then sacrifice these 2 goblins to the Skirk Prospector for the Goblin Chieftain. My other goblins have +1/+1 and haste.
Nice.
And Brad, I'm gonna just turn everything sideways, and I don't think the goblin math adds up here, but you know, we're gonna try.
Okay.
Because you can block Muxus, which is the big one. So Muxus, when it attacks, it gets +1/+1 each turn for each other goblin I control. So Muxus is a 9/9.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Muxus is a 9/9. It's a 10/10. So Muxus is a 10/10.
No trample.
No trample. Skirk Prospector is a 2/2. This is a 2/2. This is a 2/2. So this is 6 here, and this is a 5/4. So it's a total of 11 that you would have to take, unless you blocked. Well, I guess you would block this and this with your roaming throne and the wolf, respectively. Yeah.
Yeah. And I take 6.
Then you take 6. My creatures survive.
Yeehaw.
There's a roaming throne.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Just kidding. I don't appreciate what that. That's all
Yeah.
right.
Your friend returned home.
Yeah. I have 1 black mana that I could use. Second main. So if I black or white. Is this worth fiddling around? It might be worth fiddling around. Okay, so I'm going to pay 1. And then I will sacrifice these 3 goblins. No, I think I need to have haste on board. I'll sacrifice these 3 goblins. So that's 1 plus 3 mana for teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, love that.
Nice. Nice.
And then I
Muxus Part 3.
gonna Muxus Part 3.
Love it.
Heck yeah.
One does when you have Muxus. Sometimes you have multi-part Muxus shenanigans. So we will see what happens here. Frog Tosser Banneret. Good job, buddy. You did it. Everything else is land.
Ew.
Yeah, that is not ideal. Yeah, I think you got it here. I don't because you have protection from red and black,
Yeah, protection from all your colors.
and Garuda is bigger than 9.
Yeah, Garuda is.
9.
Yeah, you got it. Those
All right.
spins were bad.
Those- yeah,
All of
those
them
were
were
bad.
so bad.
Sorry.
GG's though.
Damn. Yeah. At any point in that game, I felt like I had an out. Like I didn't feel like I thought that there was like some way the stars could align, and so like I couldn't
Right.
just like throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Like it was not the domino effect of okay, so if this person dies, that means this person has to go after this person because they're clearly because I was never ever like the person that needed to be
Mm-hmm.
targeted or dealt with or really at any point, and except when Krenko was out. Krenko was a problem, but
Yeah.
like but really yeah, so I just had to like figure out where I fit in the dominoes falling, and it
Right.
was always at best second place. It was never first place.
All right.
The possibility of the Muxus spin there.
But that is going to be it for tonight's stream. While I find someone to raid, we will sign off. So, Ashley, go ahead and take us away.
Goodness. Okay. I'm Ashley on the MTG channel. And Twitcheroo, I'm changing things up so I can do non-magic stuff. It's Ashes to Ashley Live, where I'm going to be doing more spooky games because it's spooky season. So yeah. And I was rocking my Dino deck today. Glad you got to see some dinos. And that's me. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, it's a lot of fun having you, and I'm glad I got to see your Dino deck do Dino things. All right, next up we have the power couple, Steel City Steph and Brad.
I'll go sign off, Brad.
Take it away.
Hi, everybody. We're Brad and Steph. Our links are still in chat up there. That's where you can find us. We don't make content. We just do a lot of this where we participate in content of others. Thanks for having us on, John. We appreciate you. Sorry, Brad. Gotcha again.
Okay.
You're going to
It's
have
fine.
to figure that out. But yeah, we will humble Brad together some other time. But until then, I have to live with him. So who really is the
Right.
loser here? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we missed? Yeah. Thanks for having us. Sorry,
Of
Brad.
course.
Beat you up.
It's okay. Game memory is. I'll lock it in next time. And as always, I'm John from Chaotic Commander. You can find me Chaotic Commander on YouTube, Twitter, and here on Twitch. That is going to be tonight. That's going to be it for tonight's stream. Jeez, it's been a long day. But we will raid Winter Kill. He's playing some Arena Brawl. So let's go show his chat some love. And hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun.